Periyava Sharanam, Experiences with His Holiness, narrated by Karigaitoli Krishnamurthy, Haridwar, compiled by T.S. Kodandarama Sharma. Periyava, the manifestation of God. Sri Maha Periva and Sri Periyava, both Acharyas, had camped in Rameshwaram Street at T. Nagar, Chennai. I was then 8 years old and went with my father to have his darshan. Maha Periva asked me, "Do you know what was your grandfather?" Pudukkotai Chief Court Judge Krishnamurthy Iyer, I responded to Periyava. He blessed, saying, "You should become like him. To the best of my knowledge, that's the first I ever met him." When Mahaswamigal stayed in Thenambakam, I was planning to visit him. Along with me, 2 temple volunteers working for Samiyar Thotam Karumariyamman temple came to seek Periyava's blessings. I introduced Periyava to those 2 people. They were Vaishnavas. Periyava looked at them and asked, "Have you undergone Samashrayanam?" "We have, Periyava," they responded. "Do you know what is Samashrayanam?" he asked me. I said, "I don't know, Periyava." Vaishnavas should seek the permission of their acharyas to do kaingaryam, service to God. Without that, it is not right to involve in any activities like these. Saying thus, he looked at me and asked, "Will you build a temple?" What shall I say? I did not reply. But 2 months later, those 2 volunteers for some reason resigned from their positions. I was made to involve in their work and I was assigned the position of secretary, Seyalalar, all due to the blessings of Maha Periva. With the aid of donations, 2 lakh rupees was spent on building the temple and a grand Kumbhabhishekam was performed. In between, I once mentioned to Maha Periva and appealed, "I am doing service for temple, Kovil Kainkaryam. Similarly, I want to serve Periyava." He replied, "Serve Ambal, Karumari Amman. That is as good as serving me." The very next day, after completion of temple Kumbhabhishekam, I resigned as secretary from the temple services and I informed Periyava. Periyava asked me, "Do you know to collect?" What shall I say? I stood there in silence as I was unable to understand what he was asking of me. It is a noble punya karyam to feed the cows. Our ancestors and elders have told this. You inform the neighborhood to gather vegetable peels on Thursdays and Fridays. Collect them all on Saturday morning and bring them here. We shall give them to the cows. He ordered this. I did that service, Kainkaryam, continuously. Due to this reason, I got an opportunity to have darshan of Periyava every Saturday. Once on my way to Sri Matham, I thought, "You should also become like your Tata." Periyava had told long time back. My Tata was a judge, but I have joined bank and I am in a completely different line of profession. As I was thinking this in my mind, isn't Maha Periva a living God? Whatever we think in our mind, just as we see things that happen elsewhere on television, he understands the thoughts that arise in our mind through his Jnana Drishti, the vision of knowledge. I had darshan of Maha Periva that day. Looking at me, Periyava mentioned, "Grandson means he is the grandson. The one who beholds the name is grandson. He has the same name as his grandfather. His grandfather used to be very fond of me. Wherever I was, he used to come often to have my darshan. He is also like him. He also beholds aloft his grandfather's name and fame. Periyava said, the question that arose in my mind while coming was answered now by Maha Periva. My mind was at peace. To be continued, Periyava Sharanam.